I'm David Kaplan with a Coors Light Cold Hard Facts Sportsnet Central update. Blackhawks will try to take a 2-1 lead in the Western Conference Finals when they host the Ducks Thursday night at the United Center. And as soon as that game goes final, switch over to Comcast Sportsnet. Pat, Steve, and Jammer break down all the action on Blackhawks post-game live. The latest on the Hawks later tonight on Sportsnet Central. Now we go back to beautiful San Diego and Petco, Len, and JD.
Hey, thanks, Cap. Visit the Cubs Authentics auction page every week for your chance to own one-of-a-kind game-used Cubs items. This week's auction includes signage from the Wrigley Field collection. Go to Cubs.com Authentics before Sunday night at 8 to place your bid. The Cubs will donate proceeds from the sale of Cubs Authentics to Cubs charities.
3-2 Cubs. An eventful couple of half innings. The Upton home run. And then the Cubs getting those 2 runs right back.
They just hope that the sprint around the bases didn't take a bite out of Wada here. The good news is he's at the bottom of the order.
Shallow right, trouble, look out, and it drops. Fortunately, everybody's all right. Middlebrooks has a double, but oh man, I was worried that we were going to have a nasty collision out there.
Yeah, that was scary from the get-go once you saw where that ball was headed. Tough break for Wada. Looking to have a quick, clean inning. Induces a little weak pop-up. Watch Russell sell out, leave his feet, and Soler going headlong as well. I think that's one with more experience playing together. You have a better feel for, you know, from Russell's point of view, what Soler can do, what Soler can cover. And I think if Russell had peeled off, Soler would have been able to come in and make a play on that ball.
Barmas out front, lines it foul. Tying run at second with nobody out. 0-2. With 13 starts last year, Wada's high in strikeouts was 8 against Baltimore on August 24th. He already has 9 in his 2015 debut this evening. Pitcher and catcher will discuss.
Montero speaking Spanish, Wada speaking Japanese, and yet they figured it all out. I'm just kidding. Montero speaks English very well, and Wada has a working knowledge. They both speak baseball.
Right. It's in a language of its own. Yep. Another 0-2. Backs him off the plate.
Like when you learn a foreign language, you have to like learn things like street directions and, you know, the basics, how to order food in a restaurant. In baseball, you got to, you know, be able to understand things like stay back. Let's throw a breaking ball here.
And he hit him.
It looked like Ian was where they were going a lot in that confrontation with Barmas, wanting to push the ball the other way and advance Middlebrooks. But instead, it's a hit by pitch. First and second, nobody out. So what looked like it might be an easy inning with the bottom of the order up here is getting a little dicey now as Ross comes up, no doubt, to drop down a sacrifice bunt.
As Ross was going to leave the on-deck circle, his manager came up to the top step to give him a couple of words of advice.
Well, Ross handles the bat pretty well, so he may have said, look, if they really aggressively defend this, put a wheel play on, or if Rizzo crashes aggressively early, go ahead and pull it back and try to punch one through the infield.
Pulls it back, takes a strike. This is not directed at Tyson Ross specifically, but it feels like a lot of guys are waiting for that perfect pitch to bunt. And you see that, I think, too much. Bunted foul. Well,
yeah, sometimes you see it with position players and trying to think along with them. You think, well, he just doesn't want to bunt. He doesn't want to bunt, so he's not looking to bunt. With a pitcher with Ross in this situation, that's clearly his job in this situation. Why take a strike?
Do we have more anecdotal evidence about pitchers running the bases? As Wada
maybe
from first.
Put this in our
on the triple.
Our data bank.
1-2. We discussed that the other day. First time through, only one hit, and he faced the minimum. Struck out 7. Throw goes to third, out at third. An aggressive Miguel Montero, he knew what he wanted to do.
Yeah, Montero really quick from behind home plate. Obviously, the advantage the catcher has, the play's in front of him. Nobody has to tell him where to go with that baseball. He reads it, sees where the base runner is as he's going out after this ball. It never does get to the grass.
It's going to hold up. Fowler makes the catch. Almonte lines out.
A lot of times on that bum play, Joe Madden wants his guys to go to second base to try to turn a double play. I don't know if they had that option there or not. The most important thing, make sure you get an out on the bunt play.
Well, before the third time through, and actually just started, Almonte squared one up. And that will be it for Tsuyoshi Wada. Cubs lead 3-2. It's a Weber's Sauces and Seasonings call to the pen. Why grill with anything else? Justin Grimm when we come back.
Nissan gave a lucky few the ride of their life in the 2015 Nissan Altima.
Where am I going? Where am I going?
Nissan Altima with blind spot warning and up to 270 horsepower. Get the ride of your life at your local Nissan store. Choose Altima with 0% APR financing for up to 72 months or get 0% financing for up to 60 months on road. Offers end June 1st. Shop ChooseNissan.com. Nissan, innovation that excites.
The world is constantly being refreshed. We flip it. We spin it. We own it. We live it. And that's not how we planned it. That's just how it flows.
The Dodge brothers have always believed that by taking things further and pushing the limits, you can create a brand that grows as fast as it drives. One drive and you'll discover why Dodge is America's fastest growing performance brand. Join us now during the Dodge Memorial Day sales event. Get $2,500 cash allowance plus $500 bonus cash. Plus, loyal owners get $1,000 bonus cash on Grand Caravan.
Weber sauces and seasonings call to the pen, and it is Justin Grimm.
Yeah, boy, what a job by Tsuyoshi Wada. Unfortunately, he cannot win. He did not pitch the 5 innings necessary to qualify for the win, but he did his piece, and now it's up to the bullpen to do their piece. Justin Grimm works for the 6th time. So far, so good for the hard-throwing right-hander. I think the numbers you stated earlier about Wada 3rd time through, any pitcher 3rd time through is vulnerable. Norris has been swinging it well. You got the whole left-right thing.
And Norris went around. Two on, 2 down. Cubs lead 3-2. Fastball low.
If you're Joe Madden, you would have loved to seen Tsuyoshi Wada get a win here tonight. But bottom line is, he's got to get a win for the Cubs.
Yep.
He's got to make the move that he feels gives his team the best chance to win. Oh my.
Maybe low.
Maybe. Mask wearing Union.
Pitch tracks liked it. Looked like it's right at the knees. 2 balls and a strike. Grimm thinking I'm kind of placing it where I'd like to, but I'm down 3-1. I mentioned Upton, their most dangerous hitter. Norris right on his heels with his terrific start.
Yeah, the weak link in the middle of the order for the Padres has been Matt Kemp.
Oh, got him on a breaking ball. He was geared up for something that he didn't get.
Well,
3-2.
Norris, you know, this is a little insight into the mind of Derek Norris. He does not like to walk, and especially with a man in scoring position. He's going to try to drive that run in. And
so do you throw him the same pitch here?
I don't know if you throw him the same pitch, but clearly you don't give in. I'd go, you know, hard slider off the outside corner. If I went fastball, I'd go hard in on the knuckles. But you got to make sure you get it in if you're going to try that one.
Ross is going to take off from first. Ooh, and he took that one. Okay.
Yeah, and that's why I said or the fastball in, because as a hitter, once you chase as badly as he did, you have to be thinking, all right, they're going to go back out there. So your eyes are kind of trained out there. You're looking to lay off that pitch. But that's a safe pitch for Grimm to make in that situation. Give Norris a chance to get himself out. If he doesn't, you got Kemp. Obviously, Kemp has the resume, but he has not been performing anywhere near the level of Norris here first couple of months of the season.
Our AT&T U-verse multi-view. Bases loaded, but there are 2 outs. So Grimm needs to make a pitch here against Matt Kemp, who is 0 for 6 to start the series. Good start.
Kemp showed a little life with the bat over the weekend against the Nationals, but prior to that had been in a pretty good funk, and overall the numbers not good. 266 coming into play here tonight with just 1 home run.
Low average, but is connected for 6 home runs in this spot. Yeah, based on the track record, assuming Kemp stays healthy the rest of the year, his numbers should vastly improve. We just hope it's not this week.
They went through a real rough patch early last year with the Dodgers. Don Mattingly essentially benched him for a good stretch, or used him sparingly. He really turned it on in the second half of the season. Beat him with that fastball. Lucky to get a piece of it. Kemp in protect mode there. Didn't want to get fooled by a slider.
Kemp from Midwest City, Oklahoma. 6'4", 210. He's 30 years old. First year with the Padres. One of their big acquisitions in the offseason, and Grimm gets him on the breaking ball. So they leave him loaded, and the Cubs maintain their lead. It's 3-2 after 5.
For this Memorial Day, Honda's celebrating the way Americans celebrate best, with pyrotechnics. Because when you can get a Honda for an incredible holiday deal, we think it's worthy of its own monument. Meet, melt, save more.
Get into America's best overall brand at the Honda Memorial Day sales event.
When the moment's spontaneous, why pause to take a pill? Or stop to find a bathroom? Cialis for daily use is approved to treat both erectile dysfunction and the urinary symptoms of BPH, like needing to go frequently, day or night. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and medicines and ask if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Cialis if you take nitrates for chest pain, as it may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Do not drink alcohol in excess. Side effects may include headache, upset stomach, delayed backache, or muscle ache. To avoid long-term injury, get medical help right away for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. If you have any sudden decrease or loss in hearing or vision, or any symptoms of an allergic reaction, stop taking Cialis and get medical help right away. Ask your doctor about Cialis for daily use and the free 30-tablet trial.
For over 50 years, Discount Tire has been the place where America saves on tires.
We were talking about umpire strike calls. Mark Grant, our good buddy from Joliet, former big league pitcher, Padres TV analyst, and let's go back, about 25 years or so.
Big Harry Craig. You got the big guys. For a right-hander, he gets like this, and he'll go. For a left-hander, he'll go. Like that. Frank Bully. He's another one of my favorites. Frank Bully. He's kind of like the Rocky of the umpires. He'll be behind the plate, and he'll go. And then for a strikeout, he'll go. John McSherry, Big John. John McSherry, a big man. He'll just motion with his hand like that. Dutch Renner, my favorite. Renner, one of the all-time favorites. He's from the old school. Very vocal. He'll get behind the plate and go, strike one! How'd you tell me Dutch Renner orders?
Oh, the best part of that's the music. Mud. He's.
He was spot on, boy. He nailed it.
You think he knows he's on? Oh, sharing stories in Joe's office yesterday. Instructional league back in the early 80s. Mark Grant was a thing.
Yeah, Mark was a big time prospect with the Giants. And Joe was managing against him in the instructional league in 84, 85. And all the top brass, the Giants were having their organizational meetings at the time. So Frank Robinson, the Giant manager, and all the front office guys were there. And you get some insight into how competitive Joe is, too. It's like, you want to beat those guys when they're having their organizational meetings. And he knew Mudd was one of their top prospects. And he told his guys, we want to beat this guy today. He even remembered Pat Keedy or somebody hit a home run off of Mudd. I think Joe might have remembered the count.
Conveniently, Mark did not remember that particular outing. The 1-2 to Castro, and he could not hold up on that slider. Breaking balls out of the zone tonight. Hitters have had a tough time. Matt Kemp did against Justin Grimm. Castro here whiffs against Ross.
Yeah, you see the frustration on Castro's part heading back to the dugout. I'd be surprised to see Joe give him a day here. Chance to clear his head a little bit. Maybe give Herrera a start out there at short.
Inside on Montero. Yeah, I wonder if Starling gets a day off, if they just leave Russell right where he is or move him to short. I bet Addison will go to short.
Yeah, good idea. Yeah.
2-0. Fouled off. Hit hard on a bounce to shallow right where Jerko was positioned, and he makes the play. 2 away. So your thoughts on Tsuyoshi Wada? Again, 1 out shy of qualifying for the win, but
yeah,
saw some impressive stuff early, didn't we?
The pitcher in me wishes Joe would have left him in to at least qualify for the win, but I certainly understand why Joe pulled him. But yeah, but the main story is Wada was way above expectations here tonight. It's not like we didn't expect him to pitch well or that he's not capable of pitching well. We saw him pitch quite well last year, but the strikeouts was off the charts.
Bounce to third, Middlebrooks to end the inning. Cubs go down 1-2-3 in the 6th. They lead this one 3-2.
Nissan gave a lucky few the ride of their life in the 2015 Nissan Altima.
Where am I going? Where am I going?
Nissan Altima with blind spot warning and up to 270 horsepower. Get the ride of your life at your local Nissan store. Choose Altima with 0% APR financing for up to 72 months. Or get 0% financing for up to 60 months on road. Offers end June 1st. Shop ChooseNissan.com. Nissan, innovation that excites.
Visit CSNChicago.com for great deals on your favorite team's merchandise. From jerseys and hats to autographed memorabilia and more. Outfit yourself in your favorite team's gear and visit the fan shop at CSNChicago.com now.
This is Adam Jones, center fielder for the Baltimore Orioles. When he's not playing baseball, he's watching baseball. When he's not watching baseball,
watch him run.
He's reading about baseball.
I'm going to nasty.
When he's not reading about baseball, he's listening to baseball.
I don't know how I would pitch that.
And when he's not listening to baseball, he's playing baseball. MLB.com at bat, the #1 app for live baseball.
Paul, can you guys tuck in your shirts?
Why?
You look ridiculous.
Oh, but this is a smart casual look.
Nope, nothing smart about looking sloppy.
Not to get rude about it.
Nice shirt.
Thank you. That is a nice shirt. That's the look. That's the one.
Nice shirt. What can I get you?
I'm gonna go ask him where he got his shirt.
Cubs versus Padres, tomorrow at 7:30 on CSN+.
Welcome back. 3-2 ball game. Padres to bat here in the bottom of the 6th. Get a behind-the-scenes look at beautiful Wrigley Field. The Cubs offer 90-minute guided tours that include a chance to actually step on the field. Over 100 years of history. For more information, visit Cubs.com/tours.
All right, I've mentioned this before. I'm gonna mention it again, and it may not be the last time. They got to get rid of the 5-inning requirement for a starter to qualify for a win. Just an outdated way to do this, because now why does a relief pitcher get to come in and record 4 outs and get a win when it's possible the most effective guy was the starting pitcher?
Or we could join Brian Kenny's campaign of just kill the win altogether.
You could. I'm trying to compromise. Dangerous hitter Justin Upton hit a line drive homer over the fence in center to give the Padres a short-lived 2-1 lead.
Maybe the campaign should be diminish the win. Right? Kill it all together. Diminish the win.
A scorer should have carte blanche at the end of a game to go, this person. And I think they should get rid of the whole if you score when that guy's in the game. Gets the guy who is most responsible gets the win. And to get a save, you've got to get the final out. You've got to start a hashtag campaign. Diminish the win.
Diminish the win.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Crushed.
Oh, my.
Way foul.
Loud strike in the 4th inning. Home run number 11 for Upton. Free agent to be. You could hit in Petco Park even when there was a marine layer.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Yeah, I don't think any of the dimension changes affect Justin Upton at all. Solarte has reached twice. Single and a walk. I don't know. I might call it tweak the win, actually.
Tweak the win?
I don't know if we're diminishing it as much as just kind of centering it a little bit better.
You know, and the argument, one of the arguments against it is there's so much history. And, we honor all the history and the statistics. The game has changed a lot anyway.
Yeah.
And, you know, these historians could probably go back and kind of, you know, look at box scores and say, yeah, this would have been a win. This wouldn't have been a win. And
to me, I get it, preserving the history and integrity of the record book, but I think that's secondary to what should be right. And that's the team error thing that we talk about all the time. We have all these other stats that try to get us closer to what's really going on. I think the main stats should be adjusted appropriately. 2 outs. Catcher throws the ball to second base. The 2 middle infielders look at each other. Nobody covers. Ball goes into center. Catcher gets an error. That's a terrible call that you have to make.
Yeah. Pop up in shallow center field. 3 guys are camped under it. Nobody takes it. It's a knock.
Yeah. Jerko with 2 outs. Swing and a miss.
That's pretty nasty stuff that Justin Grimm is flipping up there tonight.
And I think moving forward here, JD, well, the one thing Joe would like to see, and having talked to him a lot, I think this next stretch of baseball, he needs his bullpen, certain individuals, to kind of identify themselves, because that's one thing he's talked about is he'd like to be able to go to his pen and know what to expect. And so I think this is the most important area for him to try to get his arms around.
Yeah, I agree. Because that's where the manager has a lot of influence, is how to handle the bullpen late. You know, ideally, you put a ball in the starting pitcher's locker for the day. He goes out there and gets you into the 7th inning, and then you have to start making pitching decisions. And you know, he has said it many times, the toughest thing for a manager is unpredictability out of the bullpen.
Nasty. 2-2.
You know, as a manager, if your starter goes out there and just loses it, has a bad day, gives you 3 1/3, you know, all bets are off. You got to kind of piece it together. But it's these games where you're, you know, making pitching changes from the 6th, 7th inning on. You want to have some degree of reliability, and for Joe, it hasn't been consistent enough.
Full count on Jerko. Well, an opportunity tonight to cover the final 4 1/3 and what appears to be a pretty tight one. 3-2 Cubs here in the 6th. Ball 4.
Tougher to get the chase on that fastball off the plate away. If you elevate up in a little bit, you get that pitch. You get guys to chase that one. The slider off the outside corner, you get a lot of chases. But that fastball there, like Jerko able to identify pretty early on that was going to be a ball.
Strike on Middlebrooks. That ball gets past Rizzo, but not far enough for Jerko to advance. 2 strikes on the hitter. Montero not afraid to throw to a base. In the dirt, swing and a miss to end the inning. 3 strikeouts for Justin Grimm. 3-2 Cubs as we go to the 7th.
Kate!
She can't go alone. That was close.
Tie game, 11th inning.
The comeback Cubs have done it again.
Announcing your local Ford dealer's Memorial Day All-Star event. Time to save big on America's best-selling brand. Now for a limited time, get almost any Ford car with 0% financing for 60 months. Plus on select vehicles, get $750 cash for qualified Ford and competitive owners. And get $500 to $1,000 bonus cash. Plus $500 EcoBoost cash on equipped models. Save big on a fantastic lineup of fuel-efficient All-Stars. But only for a limited time. So hurry. The Memorial Day All-Star event ends June 1st.
Cinderella found the pet that fits her perfectly, and you can too. Share your heart, share your love. Make a shelter pet part of your world. Happily Ever After begins at theshelterpetproject.org.
The internet is full of crazy stories and rumors. But when it comes to the Cubs, you can bet the farm. CSNChicago.com is bringing you the facts. From Cubs fans, for Cubs fans. The Cubs page on CSNChicago.com. Brought to you by Wintrust.
Cubs destinations travel packages include great tickets, hotel accommodations, tours of the ballpark, Cubs swag, and a private meet and greet with a current player. For more information, visit Cubs.com/travel.
Underway in the 7th. Swinging strike on Chris Coghlan. 3-2 Cubs. Go ahead RBIs. Castro on the ground out in the 1st. Upton, the 2-run homer in the 4th. Bryant, the sac fly in the 5th. Zach Rosscup is up and getting loose. Brandon Maurer for the Padres.
Just imagine how tough Tyson Ross would be if he could come up with a dependable changeup.
Broken bat. Bouncer to first. It goes 3-1.
Turned himself into a pretty solid major league pitcher with just 2 pitches essentially.
Mike Baxter joined the roster last night, and he will pinch hit for Grimm. Grounded out to end the game last night off the bench in his Cubs debut against Craig Kimbrell. Yes, it's kind of the classic conversation for a guy like Tyson Ross. He's had success. He was an all-star last year. Do you work with what you have and what your plus pitches are, make those better, or do you work more on that third pitch? I guess that's only a question he and his pitching coach can answer.
Yeah, I think a lot depends on just how much they want to put on his plate, what his aptitude is. If you know, obviously they've tried it, and he does have a changeup. He just doesn't use it very often. But if he were able to develop a changeup or a split finger pitch of some sort, and you know he doesn't need it against right-handed hitters. Fastball slider combination dominates them, but it would be just another weapon he could use against lefties. Uh-oh. We've got an explosion. Clean up on aisle 4.
Yeah. They're all laughing. That's good. She got the ball. It's all good.
This is awesome. I was hoping that would happen to me tonight. Yeah, and I don't mean to imply that Ross isn't a good pitcher. He's a really good pitcher. I'm just saying, you know, the next step for him, if he could come up with that off-speed pitch.
On the corner. You think pinch hitting's easy, huh? Trying to deal with that. Just for, I guess, for fun, so to speak, we should keep track of the pitchers Mike Baxter faces this week as a pinch hitter. He's already faced Kimbrell and Ross. Not as a starter, as a pinch hitter.
Yeah, you could. 1 AB a day, if that. Well, the pinch hit average in Major League Baseball is 204. $199 in the American League, 209 in the National League. Cubs hitting 141 in the pinch. And that's why when people get up in arms, why didn't they hit for so-and-so in a certain situation? just look at these numbers and it gives you a pretty good idea. If you get a guy who's really good off the bench, he's worth hanging on to. Which leads me to the question, and I don't know the answer to this. Who's the best pinch hitter in the game today? Who's that guy? You know?
I was thinking, the John Vander Waals, Mark Sweeney's, Lenny Harris's.
There's always been a guy.
It feels like those guys have kind of left us. Chris Heisey?
Chris Heisey's in AAA right now, I think.
Is he?
I think so.
I know he had hit a bunch of pinch hit home runs early with the Reds, and then with the Dodgers, right?
Mm-hmm. We played somebody the other day who had pretty good numbers. I can't recall who it was.
Barmes throws out Russell. So that is 8 in a row retired by Tyson Ross, but he finds himself trailing in the 7th. Oh, aren't we terrific?
The experts at Binny's Beverage Depot can read my mind. They can even read my signs. You can't find it at Binny's, it's probably not worth drinking.
Things move fast around here. Who's got time to look at the fine print? So you see DirecTV's new offer. $19, you think. But after just 3 months, you're paying over $100 a month, and it keeps going up. Turns out you're locked into a 2-year contract that could cost you nearly $3,000. Thinking about DirecTV? Think again.
There's nothing direct about DirecTV. Call Xfinity from Comcast for a great offer and lock in your rate for 2 years.
Wendy's new jalapeno fresco chicken is so deliciously hot, it's generating reactions from everyone.
Jalapeno wearing sunglasses, fire flame, fire flame.
Hands clapping, thumbs up.
Wendy's new jalapeno fresco, our signature spicy chicken with fresh jalapenos and ghost pepper sauce. How will you react?
Running out of space? We can help you with a mortgage or a home equity loan for something bigger and better. BMO Harris Bank. We're here to help.
2 oil changes for the price of 1? That's $14.99 each. Just ask at CarX.
Wednesday Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you by DraftKings. Play daily fantasy baseball on DraftKings for free using promo code REVERSETHECURSE.
Wondering how to get to Wrigley Field? Well, Cubs suggest the use of public transportation. Bike riders can use the courtesy bike check that's located near Clark and Addison. If you drive your car, the Cubs provide free parking and shuttle services on night and weekend games. That's at 3900 North Rockwell. For details, visit Cubs.com.
Here's Zach Rosscup working with a 1-run advantage, bottom 7. Barmes, the hitter. Corey Spangenberg is now on deck for Ross. And the leadoff man is on, Clint Barmes. Yeah, and we're not suggesting on a pinch hitter front that there aren't good pinch hitters anymore, but there was a time when there were guys who had been doing it for 6, 7, 8 years. As I said, Mark Sweeney, Mark Kotze, who's the Padres hitting coach. That's kind of how he ended his career. Mentioned Lenny Harris, Darrell Ward, Reed Johnson, but he's hurt right now. Would be another guy.
Right. And, going kind of way back to the Manny Mota. And
there's Mark Sweeney with a left-handed bat off the bench. Spangenberg trying to be that guy as he bunts. Attempts to strike 1. There's Mark Kotze. It is not an easy job.
You want guys that can handle velocity with all these power arms in the bullpens nowadays. You'd like a guy who's got a keen eye that can work a walk, somebody who's capable of going yard. That would come in handy too.
Ross Cup to Rizzo for the out. Matt Stairs would be another
Matt
guy.
Stairs, yep, a nice run.
Well, I think part of the reason a lot of those guys I mentioned were slugging first baseman type guys. Have we gotten to the point where defensive versatility and speed is maybe a little more important, so that home run bat
when you put your roster together looking for
not quite seen as quite as important as it used to be?
Well, I guess Giambi would probably be the guy who finished his career in that role and had some big moments.
Could be a big moment here as Ross Cup deals with a runner in scoring position. The tying run with only one out.
Cubs have played a bunch of one-run games. $18 to be precise. They're 11-7.
Oh, 2. Almonte signed originally with the Yankees back in 05. Getting the start playing center in the leadoff spot tonight. And he strikes out swinging. 2 down.
When he doesn't try to overthrow his slider, when he just gets on top of it and makes sure he finishes. The pitch has got very good bite down in the strike zone. Sometimes he tries to ask a little too much, muscles up a little bit, and the ball will flatten out and stay up on him. And Norris has been quite good for the Padres this year. In every facet, he's been really good. Late in games, been good with runners in scoring position. So this is a conversation about how aggressively they want to go after Norris, how they want to pitch him, and perhaps don't feel like you have to give in if you get behind him. See, this is where the game has changed from back when I played, and I'm not sure exactly when it happened, but you could see Boz there. You could kind of read his lips. He's talking about four-seamers or, away. You could try to read his lips a little bit. Used to be in situations like this, a pitching coach would come out and say, we're either going to go after him or we're not. Or, something inane like stay back or bear down. Now it's like, here's what we're going to do. We're going to throw him this pitch. Here's our sequence. Here's our game plan. If you get ahead of him, do this. If you fall behind him, do that. But it's specific to what pitches they're going to throw.
And a tough guy, Derek Norris. He won the game last night with a 2-run double in the 8th. That was off Pedro Strop. So at the moment, it hasn't been about matchups really at all for Joe Madden. It's been Grimm, now Ross Cup, theoretically Strop in the 8th, and then Rondon in the 9th. If it all goes as planned. Did you see what Norris did?
I did not.
He showed bunt as Ross Cup did the spin move. That's great. He's not going to bunt, which is why he did it. Now watch this. 2-0.
That riding fastball away to a right-handed hitter is very difficult to do anything with. Four 2/3 from Wada. He allowed 4 hits, 2 runs, struck out 9. Justin Grimm with an inning and a third scoreless, couple walks, 3 strikeouts. And now Roskup.
Two. Do not have to give in. You've got a base open. Kemp's on deck. And even though he did take the walk against Grimm his last time up, as JD mentioned, he wants to swing the bat in this spot. So after going in with a fastball. Ooh, my. I think that was a strike that didn't hit the mitt. Because Montero had to move that glove to his right, he wasn't able to buy a call. He had to reach.
Yeah.
That's a strike.
Yeah, and Paul Nauert was hearing from Joe Madden, and Joe asking where it was, and Nauert motioned with his hand, his arm, that it was away. And clearly wasn't away.
Joe mumbling to himself. Yeah, he's asking Montero where was that pitch. So it's a Weber sauces and seasonings call to the pen. Why grill with anything else? Here comes Jason Mott.
Honda is about to do something remarkable. We've made the rear-view camera a standard safety feature on every single vehicle in our 2015 lineup. Any car, any trim. Because we can all benefit from a better view of the road.
Is your old garage about to fall down? Well, you're in luck. Danley's is offering a free wreck and haul. That's right, a free wreck and haul. We're gonna tear down your old garage and build you a Danley's. And with over 200,000 satisfied customers since 1959, Danley's is the best garage builder in Chicago for price, quality, and service. So what are you waiting for? Call Danley's today, 773-GARAGE.
Building your garage with quality, depend on Danley. That's why we're #1.
Hey, Ralph, that's traveling. What the heck's going on out there? That's flagrant.
Bo needs my help.
What?
I'm from Camp, Wisconsin. You need to have some fun.
Whoa, yeah.
Wisconsin. Amazing what a little fun will do.
When she comes, she'll be coming around the mountain when she comes.
Here's Jason Mott to face Matt Kemp.
It's been a bumpy ride for Jason Mott. Some good, some bad. Overall, 1-1 with a .528 earned run average. He's allowed 15 hits, 7 walks, and 15 1/3. He struck out 10. He's allowed a couple of long ones. Kemp 1 out of 4 in his career against Mott.
Barmas at second, Norris at first.
Kemp has been behind the fastball tonight. He's likely to see a fair number of them from Mott.
Here we go. Swing and a miss. 97 for strike one. Two on Kemp. Leadoff single by Barmas. Moved to second on the Spangenberg sac bunt. Almonte struck out. Norris walked on what looked like was strike three. The other part of that pitch is I can't believe Norris didn't swing at it.
Yeah. It was probably thinking slider.
2-2. Now this is a guy you want to get here. Upton on deck. You're asking for trouble if you load the bases. Face him. We'll do it again.
Staying alive here, seeing one fastball after another, and that's the fear. The longer he stays in the at bat, that he's going to time him up and be able to get out in front of one. 97 miles an hour on our Cholula hot sauce gun. I think action at 97 more in a little bit and up. I just don't know if Kemp is swinging it well enough to catch up to that fastball to get out in front of it. I think he's got a better chance out away from him where he can get those arms extended a little bit.
Two balls, two strikes. Swing and a miss. He got him on the heat at 97. And the inning is over. They like it in the Cubs dugout as the Cubs maintain their 3-2 lead.
Visit your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Acura dealer for attractive offers on the ILX.
Right now, Verizon is offering unlimited talk and text, plus 10 gigs of shareable data. Yeah, 10 gigantic gigs for $80 a month and $15 per line. More data than ever for more of what you want on the network that's #1 in speed, call, data, and reliability. So you never have to settle. Now also get $200 when you join and buy a new smartphone. Stop by or visit us online and save without settling. Only on Verizon.
With an 11% rebate on everything, Menards gives you the freedom to save on anything you choose, including sale prices. Spectracide Extended Control Weed and Grass Killer is ready to use, plus with an additional 11% rebate, it's only $7.99. Schultz Sun and Shade Grass Seed is on sale, plus with an additional 11% rebate, a 3-pound bag is $5.95. That's savings on top of savings. Dream big, America, because Menards has an 11% rebate on everything.
Save big money at Menards.
With tickets starting at $30 and kids free, the 2015 PGA Championship in Kohler, Wisconsin is a great event for the family. Visit PGAchampionship.com for more details.
Cubs leading late 3-2. They'll try to add on against right-hander Brandon Maurer.
He's been on a nice roll, and overall the numbers are solid as well. He's got a win, significant for a bullpen guy, but that 2.37 ERA will play. Struck out 2 for every walk. He's been tough to hit. .179 the batting average against him.
And another guy who likes his slider. Fowler, Bryant, and Rizzo. Middlebrooks in at third, and low for ball one. Changeup, 1-1. Maurer has not allowed a run in his last 9 innings of work.
Padres signed him as a free agent this offseason. Grew up in the Mariners organization. Made 7 starts with Seattle last year and also worked 31 times out of the bullpen. Was 1-4 with a .465.
2-2. Close, didn't get it. He's from just up the coast, Newport Beach. Three-two changeup, hit in the air to deep center, but playable for Almonte for the out. Went to the same high school Brandon Maurer did as Garrett Cole. Orange Lutheran High.
Chris Bryant kept his hitting streak alive. His first at-bat tonight. Solid single to center field. Also has a sac fly and an RBI. Ooh, good changeup.
Two and two. Night game tomorrow. And then we're off to Arizona. Hour earlier tomorrow. First pitch just after 8 o'clock. On CSN Plus. Shortstop out. That's Barmas to retire Bryant. It'll bring up Rizzo, hit by a pitch, stole a base in the first. He grounded out in the third, struck out in the fifth. Looks like it'll be Pedro Strop in the 8th as per usual. With the Cubs leading in a tight ball game. Padres will have 4, 5, and 6 due. By the way, you know who has the most wins in baseball? As we sit here right now.
Pitcher wins?
No, team.
I think Houston might.
Houston and St. Louis. 27 wins.
The Astros got another good one from Dallas Keuchel today. Beat the A's 6-1. Keuchel has a 1.67 earned run average. I say that before I give you his one-loss record because we're diminishing the wind. He is, however, 6-0.
Best record in the American League, the Houston Astros. 27 up, 14 down. 12-4 on the road. So Rizzo, after not striking out for a long time, about 40 trips to the plate, has struck out in back-to-back plate appearances. So here comes Pedro Strop, 3-2 Cubs.
SMR indicator to helium.
And there they are, 57 million miles from Earth.
How does it look? Here I go. Roger.
Now he's exited the module, and we are one step from Mars.
Never miss a moment. Get live TV on the go included with AT&T UVerse TV. Before each NASCAR race, visit CSNChicago.com and enter the Chicagoland Speedway Sweepstakes. Send in your pick to win, then watch Sports Talk Live every Tuesday. And if Scott Paddock randomly selects your pick, you'll win tickets to the NASCAR Spring Cup Series. Plus, you'll be entered to win the grand prize, a trip or two to the 2015 Spring Cup Series award ceremony at the Wynn Hotel in Las Vegas. Submit your race pick now and enter the Chicagoland Speedway Sweepstakes at CSNChicago.com.
It's all about passion. It's about focus. Sharpening your skills, preparing your mind.
We stand as brothers on this grassy battlefield,
chasing glory and defending home turf with honor and pride. Skill, aggression, resiliency, dominance, heart. This is our game. This is our moment. We are the fire, and we're ready to burn this place down.
Hi, I'm David Kaplan in our Comcast Sportsnet studios with a Sportsnet Central update. Game 3 of the Western Conference Finals tomorrow night at 7 at the United Center. Hawks look to take a 2-1 lead in that series after Tuesday night / Wednesday morning's 3-overtime thriller over the Ducks in Anaheim. All the latest news on the Blackhawks later on Sportsnet Central. Now we go back to 2 superstar broadcasters, Len and JD, my guys in San Diego.
Welcome back, boy. Good ball game again tonight. 3-2 Cubs lead. Bottom of the 8th. Time now for the T-Mobile game-changing play. Strikeouts have been a big theme here tonight, and Jason Mott got a big one. Matt Kemp just attacking him with one fastball after another. Trusting that good heat. Kemp's bat kind of slow these days, and worked him over pretty well. Finally got him to chase that high heater. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 Padres have struck out tonight. And now they have to deal with Mr. Pedro Strop. And he can punch you out too. He's got 21 of those in 17 2/3. But he's got a pretty tall assignment here as Justin Upton steps into the box.
Strop getting his game face on. Ready to work in a 1-run ball game. Slider missed, ball 1. All or nothing tonight for Upton. 2 strikeouts and a home run.
This guy can generate some serious bat speed.
1-2.
You better be ready to hit here because this is where Strop likes to go to that quick pitch.
Yep. He called it. Bounce to Bryant. Got him.
I'm sure Bud Black is going to take a little time and take a look at a replay on this one as Bryant's throw sails a little bit. Rizzo does a nice job crossing across the bag to handle it. Throw will sail on him from time to time. Looks like Rizzo is on the base.
So one away, and here's Solarte, and Cubs hoping that'll be it for Upton at the plate tonight. Popped up, shallow right. Russell.
I wonder what the batting average against Strop is on his quick pitch.
I mean, I don't remember him giving up like a bad home run on it or something.
I don't either. So why don't more guys do it?
I suppose there's a bit of, you know, the surprise factor. See, there's a limit to how much you can use it for it to kind of be a surprise, I guess. It's got to be in the scouting report. I would imagine most advanced scouts notice it. But if you're a hitter, it's not what you're thinking.
You see so many pitches, right, over the course of a game, and day after day after day, that kind of come with the same rhythm. And all of a sudden, he just changes the math, you know, unloads that much more quickly. And I mean, it's a great tool for a guy whose stuff is a little short, who needs that element of surprise. Now he holds it at the top. And so if you take a guy who's got plus stuff like Strop does, and then you introduce that as well, I'm surprised more guys don't use it.
Yep.
Carlos Villanueva would do it a little bit.
Another one.
I'd also like to see the swing percentage. It seems like guys always swing at it. It's like, oh, here, you know, it's like they get caught unawares.
That one got away from him, no problem. You'd rather have that pitch than a mistake over the heart of the plate with 2 strikes. Jerko from Morgantown, West Virginia. Went to college in his hometown.
At West Virginia University. Not the University of West Virginia.
Right, and went to University High School. And he had it all covered.
David Carpenter, the relief pitcher, also went to West Virginia. He was a catcher in college. Actually was with the Cardinals. Jason Mott kind of talked to him about making that transition from catcher to pitcher, as he did.
High fly to right. Soler to end the inning. A 1-2-3-8 for Pedro Strop. We go to the 9th. Cubs 3, Padres 2.
On behalf of Southwest Airlines, welcome to Chicago.
Let's go, let's go.
All right, don't everybody get up at once.
Come on, let's go.
Follow me.
Door.
Seriously, we can't miss you if you don't leave. Once again, we have landed. Welcome. Thank you so much. Come back and see us.
Sometimes flights end before games do. Watch free live TV on your own device. Book your low fare now at southwest.com.
Summer is loaded with little adventures. So make the most of every sun-filled summer day with a refreshing Leinenkugel Summer Shandy. It's our refreshing Weiss beer with natural lemonade flavor that says, come on by, without having to say a single word. Our family's been brewing beers in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin for 6 generations. And this one says summer. So grab a summer shandy and join us out here.
Who says desirable can't also be responsible? With 46 standard safety features, the Lexus RX is proof that fun can be good for you. Lease the all-wheel drive 2015 RX 350 for $399 a month for 36 months. See your Lexus dealer.
Cubs fans, get ready for an exciting finish. Brought to you by New Finish Car Polish and the #1 rated scratch remover, Scratch Doctor.
Tomorrow night, we're back on the air for the series finale with the Padres. Coverage begins at 7:30 on CSN Plus. The Plu, we like to call it.
Kyle Hendricks still looking for his first win of the year against Odrisamer Despaigne. Here's Kevin Quackenbush.
Quackenbush debuted with the Padres last year. He's pitched 10 times for them this year, and he's been pretty effective with a 2.19 ERA. Made 5 appearances down at AAA as well.
Castro, Montero, and Soler.
Quackenbush, fastball, curveball splitter.
High drive to deep right. Kemp makes the catch. Castro just got under one out. Montero has walked and gone 0 for 2. There's the closer, Rondon. Quackenbush from Tampa, Florida. Went to the University of South Florida. 8th round pick, 2011. 6'4", 220. Fouled off. Amanda in Hayworth, Illinois, staying up late watching us tonight. So if this lead holds up, the winning pitcher would be, drum roll please, got to be Justin Grimm, I guess. Yep. Inning and a third, 3 strikeouts. One idea I saw on Twitter after a conversation was, how about the shared win? We have wins above replacement. What about Wada getting half a win and Grimm getting half?
Yeah, why not?
And if you say, well, it skews the record books. Well, a half a win's better than no wins, right? Fly ball into the left field corner. Upton to the warning track, and he's got it. Reaching out to make sure he still had some room there.
Montero has impressed us with his power to the opposite field. Pushes Upton all the way to the track, almost to the wall. Charlie coming again here.
Off the end of the bat, And a fair ball into the right field corner. Soler making his way to second. And he's got a double. 2 for 4 tonight.
And went back to back with the curveball on him. And Soler stays on that one nicely. Chance to pad the lead here. Give Rondon a little breathing room. Bottom of the order due up for the Padres in the bottom of the 9th. Coughlin with a couple of long ones last night has not been able to get it out of the infield here this evening.
$25,028 in the ballpark tonight. Kevin Becker's not in the ballpark. He's watching us from Ireland. It's the morning hours there, as they will intentionally walk Coughlin and face Junior Lake, pinch hitter on deck.
Playing any baseball in Ireland these days? Is there anything going on over there? There must be some,
I would imagine,
kind of baseball.
I don't really know the answer to that. It's 5:50 a.m. in Ireland. We know that. The top of the morning. I've been waking up around that time here. Body clock's a little off. So here's Lake, just back from Iowa. And boy, are his arms tired. Sorry.
Yeah, well, you talk about the body clock being off. That's always been a challenge for teams coming out west. Just to be, you'd come out here, maybe go Giants, Dodgers, Padres on a 10-day, 9-game road trip, and not uncommon to go limping home 2-9 or 2-7 or something like that.
Yeah, back in the day, you would come out and play all 3 California teams. You'd do it a couple of times a year, so at least you kind of had a schedule that made sense. Yeah. Now, I mean, we do San Diego, Arizona. We had 4 trips out west 2 years ago, right? Didn't we go like Seattle?
We did, yep. Yeah, we played out west in interleague. Yeah.
The answer from Ireland: hurling, Gaelic football, and soccer.
Not playing any baseball.
Right. Three and one.
Bush airing out high fastballs, trying to get Lake to chase. Junior not complying, trying to force him into the strike zone. Be ready to hit here. Put it in a box. Look for one pitch in one spot. You don't get it, let it go. Ooh, that was it.
Full count.
Seems like that would have been the one he was looking for.
Game has just gone final in San Francisco. The Giants have shut out the Dodgers again, 4-0 after beating them 2-0. Last night.
Lincecum pitched tonight.
Yep.
He's really been pitching well.
They've won 5 in a row. They're within 2.5 of the Dodgers.
Undefeated since Hunter Pence came back, and he hasn't been back long.
Runners go, and ball 4. They're loaded for Russell.
I won't get too giddy here, but that was a pretty impressive take by Junior. After looking at that 3-1 pitch and then probably kicking himself for letting it go, you would understand if he was a little overly aggressive on the 3-2, but he just spit on it and took his walk. Quackenbush got 2 quick outs, but then double walk, intentional walk.
1-1. Cubs 3, Padres 2, 9th inning. Bases loaded. Here it is, 2-1.
I talked about Ross earlier being a guy who works east and west. Quackenbush clearly north and south. A lot of high fastballs, and he'll drop that curveball down the bottom of the zone.
Foul tip, strike 2. He spoils it, and we'll do it again.
We've seen Russell get on top of some high fastballs.
And he got him. So the Cubs load the bases but cannot get that insurance run. They do lead 3-2 as we head to the bottom of the ninth from San Diego.
Everyone builds dream houses. But when you dream, you close your eyes. That's why you need a guide. To see if it's too close to the train. To line up a good school. And remind you of the cost of a pool. With a RE/MAX agent, you will see how much better than a dream home the right home can be. RE/MAX. Dream with your eyes open.
So you take a chance on that slick DirecTV offer. $19 you think, but after just 3 months, you're paying over $100 a month, and it keeps going up. Suddenly, you're locked into a 2-year contract that could cost you nearly $3,000. Thinking about DirecTV? Better hang on to your wallet.
There's nothing direct about DirecTV. Call Xfinity from Comcast for a great offer and lock in your rate for 2 years.
Robots might build cars, but it takes human hands to keep them running right. Right now at Firestone Complete Auto Care, get a synthetic blend oil change for only $19.99. Firestone Complete Auto Care. Whatever you drive on Firestone.
Tomorrow on Plus, the heat is on as our bats look to sizzle against San Diego in the series finale. Warm up before the first pitch on Cubs Pregame Live, presented by Fields Auto. Cubs, Padres, starting at 7:30 on CSN Plus.
Welcome back. Bottom of the ninth. Cubs trying to hang on to a 3-2 lead. Follow the Cubs all season with MLB.com at bat. At bat is up to the moment. At any moment with in-game highlights, live look-ins, replay reviews, radio broadcasts, StatCast, and more. Get MLB.com at bat for your smartphone or tablet.
Here's Hector Rondon, the closer. Padres have 7, 8, 9 due up. By the way, you can go to baseballireland.com. So they do have baseball.
Okay, yeah, there had to be some baseball going on over there.
In Ireland, yep.
Rondon, 8 saves and 10 tries. We've got Middlebrooks, Barmas, and a pinch hitter. Probably Venable. Brooks 1 out of 3, a double, but just a little blooper off the end of the bat into shallow right.
Let's see if Rondon can hold him.
Mid to upper 90s fastball, slider. That was a slider there. He's used that pitch much more often this year than last.
Two balls, no strikes. It's like your Dick Williams lookalike. He's got his rally cap on. Fastball strike. I didn't like that call either.
No.
The 2-1 line shot, base hit. Middlebrooks lashes one into left. Tying run is on base to start the inning.
Well, that swing on a 97-mile-an-hour fastball helps to explain the 2 sliders get the at-bat started. Wada, the first 3 innings of this ball game, faced the minimum. He allowed 1 base runner, a single to Solardi. He was quickly doubled off. Since then, the Padres have had a fair bit of traffic. After scoring 2 in the 4th, the Cubs have been able to hold him at bay.
Venable on deck. The bunt by Barmas. Out at first. Rondon with an athletic play.
How about that play?
That is not an easy play to make.
No, you know, all your adrenaline, all your focus is on making pitches. It's a tense situation for a closer in a 1-run game. That's just an incredible play. There are a lot of guys that are going to mishandle this thing. A ball's rolling away from you to be able to grab it with a bare hand, roll over and flip that ball to first base accurately. That is a magnificent play by Rondon.
Good job by Montero as well with the adrenaline pumping to just give his pitcher a couple of seconds here as they face Will Venable off the bench.
Yeah, and I don't want to throw my pitching brethren under the bus, but I'm saying for most guys out there in that situation,
no chance.
85% fail rate.
Yeah.
Trying to make that play.
I would agree with you. So Middlebrooks, a tying run. He's at second with 1 out. Outside to Venable, who tied the game with a 7th inning single last night.
They either didn't like the approach they were taking with Venable, or maybe just something mechanical, and usually that's not the case. Montero pointing to his shoulder, telling Rondon you're flying open a little bit.
Three and one. The kick, the pitch, and a foul. 3-2. He's back in it. Abraham Almonte is in the on-deck circle.
After him, Norris, and that's part of the reason I think Bosio went out there, not to necessarily warn Rondon, but just to say, let's get aggressive with this guy.
Russell ranging to his glove side. 2 outs. Runner at third. Comes Almonte. He has lined to center and 3 strikeouts in his 4 trips. Cubs leading 3-2. Here's a pitch and fouled on the ground back of the plate. Cubs were down very briefly 2-1 after the Upton home run in the 4th. They got the 2 right back in the 5th. Fowler with an RBI triple. He scored on Bryant's line drive sac fly. And we have remained 3-2 since. Rondon's 1-1. He went 1-2.
That was nasty. 97 with good action down and away. Bullpen has been pretty stout here tonight.
A 1-2. Now 2-2. Middlebrooks at third. 2 down. Swing and a miss in the dirt. Montero will fire to first. Cubs win. Cubs win 3-2 the final. 12-7 in 1-run games. We've had a lot of nail biters early on.
It's been entertaining. Some high stress baseball, a lot of drama, but the bullpen that has been kind of up and down, solid here tonight in relief of Tsuyoshi Wada, who was most impressive in his 4 2/3 innings of work.
And time now for Benny's Beverage Depot toast of the game. We're going to give it to Wada. An out shy of qualifying for the win, but very good. early, especially.
I think he just maybe ran out of gas a little bit, and Joe Madden just like the matchups, bringing a power arm into the game. But Wada acquitted himself awfully well here tonight. Dominant early, punched out 9 and 4 2/3. Had 7 strikeouts and a double play ball through 3 innings. Very impressive start to his 2015 big league season.
Well, join us tomorrow night. We're back here on CSN Plus at 7:30 for our pregame coverage. And the game time just after 8 o'clock for the rubber match. Now for JD and our entire crew here in San Diego, Len Casper inviting you to stay tuned. Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs post-game live is next.
People are switching to T-Mobile. Even Verizon customers are jumping to America's fastest 4G LTE network. From the Bay Area to the Big Apple. Ready, set, switch to the data-strong network.
He'll tell you it's not you, it's him. But really, it's you. He is the most interesting man in the world.
Stay thirsty, my friends.
Before books. Before smartphones, websites, and wikis. Everything we know comes from you. From our first day of life to our first day of school, our minds are hungry for knowledge. So feed them, tell us stories, sing us songs, or just talk to us. Because the more words we hear from you, the more our minds will grow. From birth to 5 years old, that's our information age.
Chicago is a place where made in America still means something, and quality means everything. And when it comes to the highest quality cars on the road, Honda is America's best. With millions of Hondas built right here in America from suppliers right here in the Midwest. And right now, your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Honda dealers are celebrating with 0.9% APR financing for well-qualified buyers on all 2015 Honda Civics and Accords. Don't miss the America's Best Sales event at your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Honda dealer today.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. All strike 3.
Two oil changes for the price of one? That's $14.99 each. Just ask at CarX.
Cubs Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. Your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Honda dealers, as reliable as the cars themselves. Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. Audi, truth in engineering. Menards, save big money at Menards. And by Toyota, see where Toyota takes you. Test drive one at your Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places.
Get the best Hawks coverage all season with Comcast Sportsnet and CSNChicago.com.
I watched the whole game on the plane right here. That took a little while.
After a marathon triple overtime win, the Blackhawks are back on home ice. Hey everyone, I'm Ayanna Crystal. Welcome to Sportsnet Central, presented by CLR. After playing major minutes in Game 2, the Huffs Blue Line is ready for more.
I have no complaints.
Carlos Rodon looks to get back on track against the Tribe. The accolades keep piling up for soon-to-be free agent Jimmy Butler. And Chris Bryant stays hot at the plate in his hometown. Use your head and watch Sportsnet Central right now.
You are connected to Sportsnet Central, presented by CLR.
Oduya back over to Seabrook, right point, fires, they score! Marcus Kruger, the Hawks win in triple Chicago Blackhawks history is a triple overtime win. Marcus Kruger, the hero.
Well, check it out. The Blackhawks' triple overtime win stole the headlines here in Chicago. And as Mark Shanowski tells us, the Hawks have plenty of reasons for optimism heading into Game 3.
After playing in the longest game in franchise history, both the Hawks and Ducks racked up some impressive numbers. 8 Hawks players logged at least 30 minutes of ice time, and the top 4 defensemen each saw more than 46 minutes of action in the marathon win.
Yeah, it was a lot of minutes last game, but we won the game, and we'll move on from there and start focusing on next game. And personally, I feel fine, so I have no complaints.
I don't think anyone plans on going into a game and playing for 6 periods, but you take it, basically one shift at a time. And I think considering the way we play, we know there's a lot more in the tank.
I think both teams had their turns, and there was some dangerous moments around nets, several sequences and long extended periods as well. So it was an unbelievable game at the end of the day, and we got the bounce at the end, and we're excited about being back here.
Lost in the excitement of the dramatic triple overtime victory that featured 2 Blackhawk power play goals was a penalty kill unit that shut down the Ducks' top-rated power play 5 times. Anaheim is now 0 for 6 with a man advantage this series after scoring 9 goals on 29 chances through the first 2 rounds.
We're playing the way we want the last couple of games here, and obviously yesterday we came up with a couple of timely kills and huge kills, and I think we're doing a good job, putting pressure and doing all the right things.
The Blackhawks have been involved in each of the last 4 triple overtime playoff games, and that experience should be a huge factor moving forward.
This team's been doing it for 7 years, so I don't think your core group doesn't overreact, or it's pretty even keel. So as much as you see some loud noises and crossbars and all that stuff, you got to stay. You got to just truck ahead and stay focused. So we don't like to talk about that a lot. Just keep going. Hopefully it keeps following us around.
Mark Shanowski, Comcast Sportsnet.
Thank you, Mark. Well, for a brief moment, the Hawks thought they'd won the game in the second overtime when Andrew Shaw headed a loose puck in past Frederik Andersen. The goal light came on and the Hawks started to celebrate. But the goal was quickly waved off since players are not allowed to deliberately bat the puck in with any part of their body.
Yeah, I understand, but I think if anyone could ever pull that off, it should still be a goal.
Yeah, I saw it live. I didn't like our chances. I was just hoping he might have hit it on the way in, but I wanted to make sure in the replay. It was crazy. I haven't seen it. Probably got that from the soccer before the games. He doesn't want to let it hit the ice. I guess it was one of those instinct plays.
I know everyone's always telling you to use your head when you're out there, so I guess went out there and did that.
How much were you hoping, though, that they were going to let it count? Obviously, you wanted it.
I mean, yeah, that would be something I'd never forget for sure.
That is a first for me. I've never seen it, ever.
Yeah, Smith Pelly, actually, from Montreal. Yeah, he did it, and they called it back, so I kind of knew what I was going against after it happened.
Did he do it right in front of the net like you did?
Actually, he came flying in, dove in at it. It was actually pretty neat as well.
Carlos Rodon has shown some promise with room for improvement in his first few starts. The rookie pitcher making his 3rd major league start on Wednesday. He came in allowing 7 runs on 9 hits while striking out 13 and walking 10. The left-hander said he was going to try to be patient, slow the game down, and attack the zone against the Indians. So the White Sox and Indians have split the first 2 games of their 4-game set. Let's jump to the 3rd inning. Sean Markham serves one up to Straw. This stirs the drink.
Way back. He looks up. You can put it on the board. Yes. A ball. Mercy, that ball was killed. It's a strike.
How about that? Adam Eaton's first homer since April of last season, so the Sox take a 1-0 lead. Let's jump ahead to the 6th. Rodon gets a little wild. He walks the leadoff man, Jose Ramirez, then a couple batters later, he gives Ryan Rayburn a free pass. Then the bases loaded. Micah Viles with the liner to left, and that scores Ramirez to tie things up at 1. Rodon walked 5 in 6 innings of work. Top of the 7th now. Dan Jennings replaces Rodon, and he struggles. He walks the leadoff man. Next up, Michael Bourne, and he drops down the bunt. Jennings throws to second, is nowhere near close. That goes to center field, so 2 on and nobody out. An RBI single made it a 2-1 game. Then Michael Brantley just crushes this down the right field line. 2 runs come in to score, so walks just haunting the White Sox. It's now a 4-1 game. Bottom of the 9th, Cody Allen in to close it out. Jose Abreu is up. Singled, then he walks Adam LaRoche on 4 pitches. Next is Avi Garcia. He gives him the free pass. Bases loaded, just 1 out. Connor Gillespie gets this, but it fouls out to third. Not a good at-bat there. Then it's Alexei Ramirez. He hits a slow chopper to third. No throw is made, so a run comes in to score, and it's just a 1-run game. Then the ball gets away from catcher Brett Hayes, and Emilio Bonifacio hesitates, goes back to third. Missed chance there. Then on the next pitch, J.B. Shuck strikes out swinging to end it. So the Sox make it interesting, but they drop their 2nd straight to the Tribe. 4-3 is your final. So it was a nice bounce-back start for Carlos Rodon after struggling Friday in Oakland. The rookie went 6 innings, giving up 1 run on 4 hits against the Indians. Rodon has walked at least 4 batters in each of his 3 starts. Kip Lewis has your press pass from the South Side.
On a night when reliever Dan Jennings was charged with the loss after allowing 3 runs in the 7th inning, the bigger focus was on starter Carlos Rodon, who tossed 6 innings, but once again struggled with walks, allowing 5 to Indians hitters.
Yeah, not great, not bad. Just in between, tough with 5 walks, gets the pitch count up, but 2 good double plays turned by, that tandem right there, one of the best in baseball, I think. Especially you see those double plays turn right there. That was impressive, but just leadoff walks hurt.
He'll be fine. It's what's his 2nd, 3rd start? Was his third start? Yeah, we'll give him some time. He'll be good for us, and we have all the faith in the world in him. And like I said, when it does come around, it's going to be dangerous.
On the other side, Cleveland starter Sean Markham kept the Sox bats at bay, allowing 4 hits over 6 2/3, following up 2 other solid outings by Cleveland starters.
He doesn't have the most velocity in the world, so when you usually see that, you kind of lick your lips and ready to rumble. But when he puts it in his spot, it's still tough to hit. And it's such a change of speed between Bauer and Kluber. And he mixes his pitches. You never really know what's coming.
For the 2nd straight night, the Sox offense was held in check with just 6 hits in the game, 2 of which came in that 9th inning rally. One side note, Jose Abreu extended his hit streak to 15 games. On the south side at U.S. Cellular Field, Kip Lewis, Comcast Sportsnet.
Thank you, Kip. To the other side, the Cubs attempting to even up their series with the Padres. Yoshi Wada making his season debut after sitting out with a strained groin. And Joe Madden hoping his young infield would clean up Tuesday's miscues that led to 3 errors. So let's see if they could do it. Chris Bryant trying to impress his hometown. He grounds this one up the middle. That extends his hitting streak to 9, and he would score later in the game on a Starling Castro ground out. And Yoshi Wada, as we said earlier, making his season debut, wasting no time in the 1st inning. First, he gets Abraham Almonte looking, then freezes Derek Norris, and finally, Matt Kipp swings and misses. Wada strikes out the side. He has 6 strikeouts through 3 innings. But Wada leaves this pitch up to Justin Upton, and he gets all of it. A 2-run shot to deep center field. Padres with the 2-1 lead after 4. But the Cubs would answer in the 5th. Dexter Fowler rips a liner down the right field line, and Wada being waved from home, and it's a close play at the plate. Wada beats the throw. It's a tied game. Wada now with a 1-run lead, but his night is done after 4 2/3. He had 9 punch-outs, but he wasn't eligible for the win. Justin Grimm now in for relief. Bases loaded for Kemp, and he goes down swinging to end the threat. Cubs still leading 3-2. So Hector Rondon to pitch in the ninth, looking for the same man on for Almonte, and he strikes out to end the game. So Rodon gets the save, and the Cubs win 3-2. Well, after a breakout season, the honors just keep coming in for Jimmy Butler. The free agent to be added some hardware for his tenacious defense. Coach Q's top 4 defensemen saw a lot of ice time on Tuesday. We'll ask an expert if the Hawks' blue line could be redlining before the series is over.
Over to Stevens.
Rangers and Lightning follow the Blackhawks lead in a crazy game where no lead was safe.
Do you have tough cleaning jobs around your house? Calcium deposits, lime, rust stains, yuck. Well, clean up fast with CLR. CLR's powerful formula blasts through tough cleaning problems inside and outside the house. It tackles buildup on shower heads, even coffee pots. And CLR has an EPA designed for the environment seal, so it's safer for your family and the planet. CLR, tough on yuck, gentle on everything else.
CLR is available at these fine stores.
Welcome to Home Opener 2015. We got a good ball club. We should have a lot of fun this year. Struck him out swinging on a high fastball. Base hit. Thank you very much. You can put it on the board. Yes. Leaping it short. Ramirez robbed him. Mercy. What a play by Adam Eaton.
Sox win. Sox win. 6 hits in the inning, and they come all the way back.
Everyone builds dream houses. But when you dream, you close your eyes. That's why you need a guide. To see if it's too close to the train. To line up a good school. And remind you of the cost of a pool. With a RE/MAX agent, you will see how much better than a dream home the right home can be. RE/MAX. Dream with your eyes open.
Tonight on Plus, the heat is on as our bats look to sizzle against San Diego in the series finale. Warm up before the first pitch on Cubs Pregame Live, presented by Fields Auto. Cubs, Padres, starting at 7:30 on CSN Plus.
Visit CSNChicago.com for great deals on your favorite team's merchandise. From jerseys and hats to autographed memorabilia and more. Outfit yourself in your favorite team's gear and visit the fan shop at CSNChicago.com now.
Moments away from puck drop in Anaheim. Game 2 of the West Final. Patrick Kane, Corey Perry. Ducks wouldn't take it. 2 games to not lead. Blackhawks have other ideas. Taves trying to get off for a deep power play goal. 1-0 Chicago.
You see the battle in front? You see how Shaw was willing to fight for position there? He was against Stoner. Stoner's a much bigger guy, but Sean doesn't care about stuff like that.
He jumps to the right, trouble stop. They score! 2 power play goals for the Blackhawks. The first 6 minutes, 19 seconds.
Chicago's not messing around, though. They are getting the puck back to the point, and they're just looking hard, low shots with presence in front of the net.
Here's Thompson. Fowler tries to get it across. They score! Getzlaf fakes a shot. Nelson. Taves for Kane, saved by Anderson, and then it's knocked in.
All-Star walked in late because of the Game 2 Classic. Don't worry, the Blackhawks Instagram account had your back. All you had to do was fill in the blanks for your boss, explaining why you were late or sleepy because you stayed up until after 1 a.m. for Marcus Kruger's game winner. With more on the Hawks, here's Chris Bowden.
Pleased now to be joined by NBC Sports Network hockey analyst Mike Milbury, who set the alarm and is back at him. Mike, a marathon game number 2, back and forth in overtime. How much do you think momentum can carry over into game 3 for either of these teams?
I don't think it's going to be a major factor. I think both teams are experienced enough to know how to handle a game like that, win or lose, and I think they'll go back to the drawing board in game 3 and they'll have a clean slate going at it. This is too good a team, Anaheim, to falter because of a tough loss, one that they could really say they should have won, but given all their blasts off the posts. But it is what it is, so get ready for game 3. It'll be more of the same.
Joel Quenneville dealing with heavy minutes for his top forward defenseman situation they're not going to be able to escape. If you're Joel, what do you do with those 5th and 6th spots?
It's a tough call. A close observation of the minutes Comiskey and Timonen played led you to believe that they were vulnerable. And I don't know how much confidence he has in them or they have in themselves at this point. Maybe the win sparks them and Joel to give them a few more minutes. He's pretty much said he's going to go major league with the top 4. You wonder if they hit games like they did last night on more than one more occasion, whether the well will run dry.
Any doubts now as to whether Corey Crawford is back on the very top of his game after his Game 2 performance?
I thought it was tremendous. I thought it was a great goaltending duel. I thought Anderson was magnificent and Crawford was right there with him. I think it's more important that his teammates know that he's back in full swing and the fans of Chicago know that this guy's on his A game. It was a pretty special show for him.
And finally, Andrew Shaw's headbutt goal disallowed. You knew that right away, and did you ever try that or ever see anybody try that during your playing or coaching days?
No, I've seen people use their heads to keep it out of the goal, but never to put it in. I mean, it was funny to see his reaction because he was almost bragging about using his melon to put it into the net, not knowing that the rules prevented him from doing that. So it was a funny moment and a moment also that showed just how creative Shaw could be and how much he wanted to be the winner in that position, but not going to count that one.
The series is on and it continues in Game 3 Thursday night in Chicago. Mike Milbury, NBC Sports Network, thanks for your time.
My pleasure.
And tonight after our White Sox coverage, make sure you flip over to Comcast Sportsnet for Blackhawks Postgame Live. Pat Boyle, Steve Conroy, and Jamal Mayers will break down Game 3 for you. Plus, you will have all the press conferences and locker room reaction right here on your home for Hawks, Comcast Sportsnet. The Eastern Conference Final tied at a game apiece, and no lead was safe in Game 3 between the Lightning and the Rangers. New York led 2-1 after one period, but let's start in the second where the Lightning struck 3 times in a row. Alex Killorn on the 3rd unanswered goal makes it 4-2 Tampa. However, the Rangers wouldn't go away quietly. 3rd period, now a 4-3 game. New York on the power play, and Ryan McDonough ties up the action. Both teams lose 2-goal leads.